Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. HP. Last week we started working on our running form. So boys and girls, the first activity that we're going to do together today is called bricks and feathers. So if you know about bricks, you know that they're pretty heavy when you compare them to feathers. When we're running, should you hear yourself running? Should you hear the stomping of your feet? No, you shouldn't. So we're going to play a little game called bricks and feathers. When I'm bricks, I'm going to run heavy and I'm going to make a lot of noise and I'm going to stomp. At the same time that I'm doing that, I want to think about how that feels on my body to run. Then when I say feathers, I want you to change and I want you to be light as a bird and see if you can make no noise at all. So I'll change between bricks, heavy, 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 and feathers, light, light, light. Here we go. The next activity we're going to do is called bang the drums. Bang the drums is going to help you learn to make sure that your arms go straight up and down and not across your body. When you're running, if your arms are crossing your body, your whole upper body is going to move. And when you're running, you want to go forward. Did you see the difference between my body when I did that? So if I'm doing this, my body is going to go side to side instead of forward. And this is why we bang the drums.
Good job, that's bang the drum.
You need to know how far to go forward and how far to go back. So we say cheek to hip, cheek to hip. Now notice that my hand is open. When you're running, you want to make sure your hands stay relaxed. You don't want to clench your fists. You don't want to make them so stiff back the other way that they're crazy. You just want to run with your hands relaxed. Cheek to hip, cheek to hip. Here we go. We're going cheek to hip. When you're really running, you're not really going to touch your cheek or your hip, but this is just to get you used to how far your hand comes forward and how far it goes back. You're going to see that your arm is at a 90-degree angle when you're doing this, cheek to hip, cheek to hip, cheek to hip. When you do that, you know that you're using your arms in the right way to help power you forward. Great job. The last activity for today is called cradle the eggs. Now I have 2 plastic Easter eggs. You could use real eggs if your parents let you. You can also use potato chips, or you can use a small ball, or you can just imagine that you're holding these things and the goal is to not crush them. Remember when I said that when you're going from cheek to hip, you want to relax your hands. When you're running, you don't want to clench your fists. You don't want to put extra pressure on your hands. My track coach when I was in high school told me to imagine potato chips in my hands. And if you can imagine holding potato chips in your hands, that would be even better. I do not want to crush these eggs when I'm running, so I'm going to hold them gently and I'm going to run from cheek to hip. Here I go. Cradle the eggs. Don't crush the potato chips or the eggs. Be gentle and relax your hands. There it is, cradle the eggs. So boys and girls, now that we're done doing our activities together, it's your turn to go outside and try to find new ways to try and play these games in the things that you're already doing. Bye, have fun.